Okay, here's the deal. Hello and welcome. This channel is really meant to be me speaking authentically about my learnings in philosophy, right? Wisdom from within. And the first video was this beautiful video essay that I put a lot of effort into writing and producing and editing, and that shit is fantastic, so please go watch it. But I'm thinking to do a generally more casual approach to the rest of these videos. Kind of like I'm vlogging, but also sharing my learning experiences and what I am, basically the baseline philosophies that I use to get me through life and to learn and to grow and to feel whole, even through the ups and downs. And I'm a casual gal. I like to content create, I like to take videos of myself and chat to the camera, so I'm just gonna do that like this in a casual setting while telling you guys about things like Buddhism and Stoicism and all this great shit that has seriously transformed my life. Like, check out this book that I'm reading right now called The Heart of the Buddhist Teaching by, I'm gonna fuck this up, by Thich Nhat Hanh. Thich Nhat Hanh? I don't know how to say his name. He's an amazing writer, and Buddhism seriously has changed my life. It has literally changed, like, the way that I think of myself, my sense of self, my ego, what I strive for in life. It has literally changed everything. So that's why I really, really want to share it with you guys and with anyone who is just like, how do you do life? I don't know. So that's what I'm trying to figure out, and I'm going to share it like this, more casually. Let's do a location change. Okay, I figured this is my mini tour of this living room since I'm probably gonna be vlogging in here a lot. Our room. A little bit like, you know, makeshift situations. Sorry. The Stoics would not approve of this mess, but I need more. I need another bureau because there's not enough furniture. Anyway, here's where I live, and here's where you'll be seeing me making videos. This is my friend Dulce de Leche. I got her on my trip to Argentina, and she is made of real llama fur or something. Let's get some light in here. Basically, I live in Texas. It's cool, it's fun. This is a painting of Elon that I've had forever. My day today has consisted of, I released a podcast episode, I did some social promotion, and then I sat on the couch and I was like, am I supposed to be working all the time and like feeling good about that? Like, I feel like that sounds like a stupid question, but in our culture, it's like people are so addicted to the hustle that I felt shame for just like vibing for a day. Like, I felt bad that I was just doing my thing on the couch and wanted to rest. And I think as a woman, not to go there, but like, we're supposed to kind of be cyclical creatures, and that has kind of been taken away by the obsession with hustle. And I just feel like we need to think about that. Basically, this is my dilemma. And what I think about is, in Zen Buddhism in particular, there's this idea that like we should be very comfortable with just ourselves as we are. Like, you should be able to sit in meditation, ideally for hours on end, and be like whole. Like, you should feel good doing that. And it's so interesting because in the West, this culture, which is part of the reason why we're so great, like, to be patriotic for a moment, is like we're so fantastic, and people are building rockets out there because of that drive for greatness. So it's not to say that that sucks. That's actually fantastic. I think it's great. But I think about, as an individual, what that means for me and my sense of self. And as a woman who likes to live cyclically, right? You know, quick fun fact, women have a hormone cycle that lasts 28 days versus men, it's one day and they're like ready to go every morning. And so we're different, right? And I think about, when you're in your true nature, you start to recognize the things that are kind of bullshit, like the things that are just not actually fulfilling, and that a lot of people are in the rat race. They're like every single day hustle, 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 and they can't even sit still without feeling like they're not good enough. And that's what happens to me on this couch. Is I'm like, I work hard, I do my thing, am always thinking about what I can do next. And at the same time, I'm such a firm believer, and I have had my life transformed by this idea of Zen Buddhism, of sitting in silence and feeling whole as you are right now, and pondering things like your own existence, and that is closer to the meaning of life than to like make a fuck ton of money and become well known and all these things. Yet here I am on YouTube trying to make a living out of this. So my point is this. My question for myself is like, if the Buddha was here with me right now, if he was like speaking into my ear, if I opened up the channel and asked advice and I was like, hey Buddha, what would you do in this modern world? And I feel like maybe part of the answer would be to really search for having a sense of self that is not reliant upon an external force. Whether that be your social media presence or your job or even your relationship. Like your relationship is not supposed to fill these gaps necessarily. You should be able to fill most of your own gaps. And of course, in relationship, then we have a beautiful partnership. And I think this whole idea is to find a sense of self that is not reliant upon other people for its primary amount of self-worth. Like, obviously we need community and we need each other, and I'm a huge proponent of all of that. At the same time, comfort in the self is huge, and if you don't have that, then it really calls into question your overall happiness as a person. So my question for you is, how often are you filling your time with random activities and being productive because of like this societal, cultural, even self-imposed belief that in order to be whole and worthy and someone of value that you have to be productive all the time? And it's kind of a cliche at this point, but I really feel that the Zen way, the way of Zen, is to understand that we can do all those things, we can hustle and work hard, but in the end we need to be able to come home to ourselves. We need to be able to sit in silence, in meditation, with nothing but the present moment, with nothing but the eternal now, and feel good about that. And I think that's what we should be striving for more than, or maybe as equally as we do other things. And maybe people would feel better that way. Thanks for watching. I'm really glad you're here. I hope you enjoy these shorter, quicker, snappier videos from me, and I'm just going to continue sharing what I learned from the Buddha and from the Stoics, etc., because I really think this shit changes your life and it helps you to feel good. Make sure you hit the like, share this video if you enjoyed it. Catch you next time.